Hey, YouTube, what's going on? It's Rod D of Orange Ninja News. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about doing your phone, cleaning up your phone apps, and on cleaning up your phone apps, you're going to have your phone go faster. You're gonna have way more room on your internal storage, and just overall your phone performance to be a lot better. It took me a few times to trying to figure it out to get it right myself. So I thought I'd do a little video to help y'all out so y'all can do it and be able to get your phone cleaned a lot quicker as far as your cleaning up your phone apps. So yeah, so this would be the video about cleaning out your phone apps. Again, this is Rod D of Orange Ninja News, and right now, how I usually talk about my day and how my day went and everything like that. And I go with the whole, you know, what type of drive I did that day. Because I don't just do videos, I also be driving and stuff like that, doing my day gig, whatnot. And right now, I'm over headed to Southern California, but I'm still over here and passing through the northern half. And yesterday was Oregon. It was kind of cloudy, rainy, snowy mix around that time. So it's kind of like a rough day with the rain and the snow and everything, and just had to keep it pushing. And yeah, it made for a long day on that type of travel. So whenever the weather's like that, you just have to chill, take your time, you'll get it there. The main thing is that you don't want any kind of damage. You're trying to get your vehicle there in one piece and get the product there in one piece. Because if you don't get the product there in the first place, that's the only thing that matters. They're gonna be like, they'll be like, yeah, I was making good times before I flipped over or whatever. Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. You just get it there in one piece, basically, man. Be safe. And yeah, so like I said, with this whole app thing, your phone will be pretty clogged up on most phones and most devices. They already come with apps on there and a lot of stuff on there that's going to take up some of your internal memory. So that's why you got to definitely try to keep your internal memory down and keep it clean. Some of the newer devices, they don't even come with the ability to put in an SD card. Luckily mine do. And that's how you feel so sad. Oh man, my phone's all clogged up. They won't even let me put in the SD card. What shall I do? And that's when you have to get hyper computerized for the future and be at one in peace with the technology. At least until the artificial intelligence take over and we have the whole Terminator type thing going on and the whole machines taking over the world thing. But for right now, hey, we're still over the machines. The artificial intelligence haven't taken over yet, so it's still our thing. It's still rolling. And yeah, so now back to the lesson. We're going to first start off by going to My Files. And on the My Files is where you're going to see, it's going to say at the bottom of the screen, once you hit My Files, it'll say internal, and then it'll tell you how many gigabytes you have of internal memory, and then it'll say external memory, and it'll tell you how many gigabytes of external memory you have. So in this case, you want to clean up our internal memory. So I would mash on to internal memory, and then once I go on to internal memory, I look at all the different files and stuff that I can clean up on there. I might have some junk, might have like an old video or something that I meant to erase and didn't erase. It could be, you just look around and find out what you need to erase on there. Then after that, that's when I would go to settings, and at the settings, go to apps and hit up an app. In this case, here's a Solitaire Classic app. You go in there, and you got the choice of clear data or clear cache. And when you clear the cache, that's just a little extra info and stuff for the app that they'll put on there that you really don't need to run the app. But when you clear data, it can be some of the information that's needed for, like, whenever you go into the app, it remembers your name and all your info and all that type of stuff. So That's why when you go to hit clear data, it'll pop up that little message saying, "Are you sure you want to clear the data for this app?" It have your little login info and all that on there. And man, it depends on what type of app it is. Like Solitaire. Solitaire is just a game app to play cards. So I really don't need a lot of my information on there for it to remember a lot of stuff. So stuff like that, I clear my data all the time. Keep stuff like that clear. Something where you have to log in every time, or something where you probably wouldn't want to clear your data. You'd prefer to just clear the cache only. So that would be different. All right. So again, let's go through it. You go to apps. First, you go to your settings. After that, you go to apps, and then you find which app that you want to clear out. And on this one, I'm going to clear out Snapchat at this time because I don't really use Snapchat like that anyway. So yeah. Then 246 megabytes. I don't know what that's about because I don't even use the app. It's just an app I had sitting on my phone. So yeah, I'm definitely go in there and clear that data out. So after I went to my settings and apps, I found the app I wanted, which was Snapchat. Then I go to where it says storage. They have everything on there, and one of them will say storage. You hit on storage, and you can put it from internal to external, which I already had this one on external. So the only thing left for me to do is do the clear data. So I go to the button that says clear data, and I mash on the button for clear data. After that, there's going to be another message pop up, and this message is going to say, "Are you sure that you want to clear the data for this?" Because it would take all the information that you already got on there as far as your login, this, that, blah, blah, blah. But that's not with most of the apps. Some of the apps, you'll still have it where your login and all that information will still be there. When you clear your data, it'll just be, a lot of extra stuff that you didn't even know was on there or wouldn't miss anyway. So in this case, I went ahead and mashed clear data. But you can see on here where it says the storage used, and it say change. Under that, you can mash that change button and put it on something else if you needed to, like from internal to external. That's for devices that have SD cards. If you don't have an SD card, of course, that's not an option for you. But after hitting clear data, you get that message. You sure you want to clear data? And at the bottom it say yes or no. Just hit yes if that's what you're trying to do, and boom, that's it. And then when you look down at the bottom, it'll tell you right there what the number was. Say like it said 246 megabytes before I did it, and after I got finished with it, it only said 180 megabytes. So 190 megabytes, my bad. So you see, it went from 246 megabytes to 190 megabytes. So I cleaned up a lot of memory on that, and that's what it's all about, to keep your device running smooth, running fast, running efficiently. You're gonna have to clean up some memory every now and then. And some of these newer devices, like I said, the ones that come where you can't open the back and take the battery out, or you can't put in the SD card, and those they'll sell you more gigabytes on the device as it is, so that you wouldn't have to worry about getting the SD card. Me myself, I really don't like those type of devices for the simple fact that when you can just go and buy extra memory via the SD card, it makes it a lot quicker, simpler, easier. It's way more of a budget saver right there, because SD cards don't cost that much. You can like $14 and go buy something with 240 something gigabytes on it. You know what I'm saying? SD card. Right now, man, actually they're already up to the terabytes as far as the SD card. So you can go and buy your whole terabyte for your device. It depends on what your device can run. You got some that take SD cards that can go up to a terabyte already. So yeah, that's damn near an infinite amount of storage right there. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous amount of storage, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Less stuff you have to erase, unless you have to play the whole game. But okay, let me figure out what all files, movies and stuff I'm not using that I'm gonna erase. You know what I'm saying? You can just leave it on there and never even have to worry about going back and forth like that. But some of the newer devices there that don't take SD cards, they're catching up. They getting higher and higher as far as the amount of gigabytes that they can run up to. I see some already devices that have like, already up there around 240 and on up in the gigabytes on the onboard internal gigabytes. Devices that have like 500 something gigabytes. So, they're getting up there. They're making it so that if you like, okay, well, a SD card would be obsolete. You wouldn't even need that because we'll have everything you need storage-wise already on the phone. But that's the only thing with the devices like that. They just charge you more. They say, well, this has more gigabytes, so it costs this price here or this high price there. When before, all you had to do was go to your store and get a SD card. You didn't even have to go to a Best Buy or electronics store actually, because they sell SD cards everywhere. You can go to the pharmacy, you go to a Dollar General or Walmart, wherever. I mean, just any kind of store, and you're gonna have a little section, and you can buy your smartphone and your SD card at the same time. All right, well, this been it for today, man. Around this time, I say y'all be blessful and peaceful, and just be overall decent human beings. And it's been fun sharing some knowledge with y'all again today. And at that, I have to say, peace.